Hi, I'm Lauren Millar. I'm the Administration and Events Manager for Manchester Thunder, and I've worked for Manchester Thunder since the end of 2021. I gave birth early hours of the 18th of October, and it was a very complicated birth. The induction didn't go to plan, and he ended up having lack of oxygen for an unknown length of time during the labour to his vital organs. So when I gave birth, he came out unresponsive, and no matter how much work they did on him bedside, they couldn't bring him round. It was apparent he was having seizures and was unresponsive, so they rushed him down to the neonatal unit and continued to work on him. His lungs weren't releasing the carbon dioxide, so they weren't working properly, and he needed to be emergency transferred over to Alder Children's Hospital to have specific ECMO treatment on his lungs, which only they in the area could do. They wanted to make sure that he definitely needed it, really because we were told that if he went on the ECMO treatment, it was very unlikely he would survive, with it being such a severe treatment for a newborn baby. We spent 10 days there in total. The lungs and the heart, they were picked up in the first 5 days, but he still wasn't getting any better. They brought his body temperature back up after day 3 as well, so he was sort of waking up out of his induced coma, but he was still critically ill. That's all they kept saying to us. They didn't know why he wasn't getting any better until he had lumbar punctures, etc., and they found a severe infection in his body. So the infection rate, a normal infection rate, would have to be sort of under 4, and his mark was 250. So once they found the infection and started to treat it, he just made a miraculous recovery in the next few days. We never ever dreamt that we'd be going home. Well, not going home, we got transferred back to a hospital in our area, but we never dreamt we'd be going back on day 10 and not needing that critical bed in the intensive care unit at Alder. Alder is immense. So the treatment that you get, the one-to-one by the bedside all day every day, they explain everything that they're doing, just makes you feel better. Obviously there's no way of feeling good in that situation, but they just make you feel like you understand what they're doing. Bless you. They help you understand the process that they're doing. Obviously I never held him at birth, I'd never changed his first nappy, etc. So they try and help you get him involved by changing his nappy, giving him a bed bath, etc. You know, really helping me hold him the very first opportunity that I could. Not that we got to see much of the hospital, we spent our time by his bed, but they've just done up a park accessible for all the children there. They're looking to raise money to build a cinema so the poorly kids can go and watch films whilst they can be wheeled down in the hospital beds, in a chair, etc. Just everything they do is just amazing, and just makes you feel that little less stressed whilst you're there in that position. You don't think about it until you're in that position, and I've honestly never once, I've never been to Alder before. I'd never really given it a second thought, but it's just unreal. You don't ever want to be in that position, but if you are, the more money that they can get to help these kids, and the care that they get, and all the facilities on site that they offer, absolutely donate what you can if you can, or just share and spread the word about this hospital, because it is honestly unreal. A lot of the doctors who saw him from day 1 to now have said he's literally a miracle baby, but that miracle wouldn't have been possible without Alder, to be fair. I definitely don't think we'd be in this position if we hadn't have gone to there.